Hi Scorpio, welcome to your reading. We have a card that jumped out already, but like I was saying, if you're new to the channel, I do timeless readings, which means that whenever you find this video is when you're meant to hear the messages within it. And in case you subscribe, I upload my new videos for Taurus and Scorpio on Tuesdays. We'll go ahead and take these cards. But the deck that I'm using today is called the Tattoo Tarot. And as always, if you guys are interested in getting a personal reading, my information is in the description below. Also, just as a final heads up, I only take jumpers. And usually when cards jump in groups that are too big like this, I'll put them back. But sometimes the cards like to flip over in the deck. I do see them, however, I don't take those. And my goal here is to get you guys roughly 8 or 9 cards, and we can get started on your reading. Alright, Scorpio, so I do just want to remind you guys that in case you like the reading or it resonates with you, the best way to let me know is by leaving a like or a comment. But I'm seeing some really powerful energy here. I'm seeing here with this Queen of Coins here that you guys are in a very powerful, sort of stable and really focused on money kind of state of mind right now. Because the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles is very much all about stability. And sometimes that means money. Sometimes that can mean like self-care and taking care of your health, mentally and physically as well. But I feel like there's a sense of balance and stability and equilibrium right now. Like perhaps things in the past have felt a little bit rocky, a little bit unstable. Well, that goes away when you have an energy like the Queen of Pentacles as your overall energy, and I feel like that's really nice for you. She's very down to earth, very earthy in that regard, so I feel like now is a good time for you guys to really get grounded and sort of explore what you want to do in that sense. Now this is very interesting because I'm seeing that you have the Five of Cups here as this first card. Now, the Five of Cups isn't the best card, but it's tempered a lot by these other energies around it. The Five of Cups talks about disappointments, right? It talks about having 5 cups, and then you have 3 of your cups spill over, and you're just left with the 2. But I'm already looking at this Four of Swords, and the Four of Swords talks about resting. So I think that right now you guys have been so preoccupied with like this Five of Cups energy, so preoccupied with worrying that things aren't going to come through or that things have gone badly in the past, that you're stressing yourself out about it, and that makes this Five of Cups energy more likely. So it's kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? If you worry about what's going to happen and you set these incredibly high expectations for yourselves, it's harder to make your own expectations, right? So I feel like what this is suggesting is you need to take a moment with the Four of Swords here and relax. A little bit of resting time. Like I was saying earlier, self-care is imperative. So if you're able to really set your mind at ease a little bit now, that'll make you feel a lot more sort of able to take on the situation. Because when you're stressed and you haven't slept and you haven't eaten and you haven't had time to think, like all of that puts you in a position where it's difficult to actually get what you want to get done. But if you've taken the time to rest, you're fully rested, you've had a good breakfast, you've thought about the situation and your game plan and all of that, it makes you far more prepared So use your time to prepare for the situation a lot more effectively than like just stressing out about it. And with this Six of Swords and the Sun card, like, let me just preface this by saying that the Sun card is the happiest card in the deck. So forget about all this negative Five of Cups energy. Like, you have the sun, bask in the sun, right? And with the Six of Swords, you're moving towards that. I feel like you've been in this Five of Pentacles or Five of Cups energy here where you've been so like downtrodden. And I keep saying Five of Pentacles when I talk about the Five of Cups. And the Five of Pentacles is very similar energy. It's the energy of being left out in the cold. So I feel like perhaps somebody in your past treated you wrongly, or you're worried that you, in particular for love, for people who are watching this reading for love, like you're worried that you might talk to somebody and like tell them how you feel and they respond badly. But like I was saying, with the Six of Swords, you're walking away from that kind of situation. You're walking away from the mindset more than anything, and that's really powerful because our thoughts turn into our actions, which turn into our habits, right? So if we're thinking positive things, we're able to manifest a lot more positivity into our life. And with the Sun card, like, you're seeing a lot of that positivity, right? And in particular, for those of you who are interested in love, I see the little man and the little woman here, and they make sort of a really perfect couple. That's sort of like the inner child of both the people at play. And it's like the opposite to me of that expression, like, find somebody whose demons play well with yours. This is somebody whose like inner child plays well with yours, who's like innocence, whose little quirky, dorky moments go well with yours, right? And I feel like that's kind of what you guys have been looking for, because at the end of the day, you guys might have a really hard exterior, but you're still water signs, so you have that big softy energy in you. But I'm definitely seeing here with this Eight of Wands that there's going to be some really fast communication. The only thing that worries me a little bit is this Ace of Swords, right? Because if it was in the upright, it would be phenomenal, but because it's in reverse, it sort of symbolizes one of two things. Either you guys aren't exactly getting the start that you want and you're getting sort of like a fake start, or you're getting your start, but there's not a whole lot of clarity as to what's going on. And I feel like for some of you, it might be a combination of both, but there's going to be a lot of talking, a lot of going back and forth here with the Eight of Wands. And I think that in particular, you guys may have found somebody who sort of really matches well with you. And you're having a lot of fun with them, especially in love. But with this Ace of Swords, like, there's this sort of like need to really set your boundaries and your expectations. I feel like this is somebody who you're going to have that what are we talk. And I know that's a huge turnoff for a lot of you guys. So just like watch what they're doing and how they enter the situation. And really just try to work towards whatever makes you happy. So if you're seeing that you're in a situation with a person who is acting a certain way that you don't really approve of, or that you don't like, or that you've just been sick of dealing with their the way that they deal with things, then it's good to walk away, because I feel like you're doing a lot of that. Whichever direction you go in, you're going to see this sort of Sun card. And if you're not seeing it, then walk in a different direction, because you'll see the sun again, right? It's like right now, no matter where, like, even if the sun sets, the sun will rise again. I feel like that's sort of the big message here. And I'm seeing a lot of this money energy sort of occurring like concurrently to this love energy, to sort of love communication energy, right? So the Ace of Coins is a new beginning in stability, right? So I feel like that's, for a lot of you guys, financial. And here the Knave of Cups might be sort of like a job proposal for a lot of you guys. You might get some kind of offer that provides you with more stability. So that could be like a job invitation, or maybe, I don't want to like suggest depending on your partner, but I know that sometimes that happens. You know, like this might be a situation where you enter a relationship and they help you become more financially stable because now you have a pool of larger funds. But I'm also getting it for some of you, it's this idea of a relationship, like somebody who offers you something that's very stable, and then you have this new beginning and stability. So I'm getting it for some of you, you might be dealing with two people, somebody who wants to put effort into working on the stability, and then somebody who's just really fun. And I think that at the end of the day, the decision is up to you, but I think that you're more aligned with this stability, long-term, like sort of planning for the future kind of energy. And I don't necessarily see anything wrong with either. This person might be a little bit more not so quick to commit, but either way, I'm seeing happiness. But that was your reading for this time around, Scorpio. If you enjoyed, please leave a like or a comment because it really helps out the channel, and I personally really love to know if these readings resonate with you guys. But like I said before, I upload my new Scorpio videos on Tuesdays. But in the meantime, you guys are more than welcome to watch any of my other timeless readings that I have up on the channel. And with that being said, I hope to see you guys next time for your next reading.